You know, for the first time today, my fox buddy did something it's never done before. That's to leave me stranded on the side of the road. Now today, I'm not gonna lie, it was a very easy fix. It scared the fuck out of me, but all it was a hose coming loose. It's a hose that runs from the supercharger to my throttle body, so not a big deal. But the sentiment kind of stands. Can you drive a fox body every single day? I mean, seriously, to drive a fox body every single day, you're probably gonna need two of you. That's why I made this cool cloning machine. That's the second me right there. Now, all he does is he works on this thing. All I do, well, hell, I drive it to work so that he can work on it every day. Now, just last night, I had the task of putting a new belt on it. Had bad belt squeaks, so I decided for a time to change my belt out, right? So went down to AutoZone, spent $40 on a belt, came back and put it on. But turns out the thing that was wiring the belt wasn't just it was a bad belt, it's a bad tensioner pulley. So now there's a tensioner pulley ordered. I've been driving this car for a daily driver for about, let's say about 4 months now. And in that time, I've run into a shit ton of problems. The most notable is environmental problems. A fox body Mustang is not a snowmobile. The second you have the hatch past the hood, you realize you fucked up on your automotive decision. Rain, snow, sleet, or hail, this car is not gonna move very well. Wheel spin is a huge problem. It doesn't like the cold. The cold sure as fuck doesn't like it. You gotta get rainwater on your frame, salt on your frame, which does what? Well, it creates fucking rust. And this car is rust free right now, so you don't want to fuck it up. And that's the big thing is these cars, if yours is like mine, you have a shit ton of money sunk into it that you don't want to rust away. So you're trying to keep the car in good shape, low miles, and daily driving it kind of kills that, especially if it's a nice example like this one is. That's why here in the next month, I'd say I'm gonna be buying a truck. Just an old beater truck. I don't really give a damn what it is. Well, it's got 4-wheel drive, can go in the snow. I don't really care. Now, you might not have this big a problem if you're city driving or in a place that doesn't have a lot of snow or rain for that matter. So I don't know where you'd find a place without rain, but maybe the desert, but the snow is going to be your biggest factor, and that's where I often have trouble getting out the snow, so I have to use mom's all-wheel drive car to get there, or SUV, whatever it is. These cars do not like weather. So can you daily drive a Fox? Perhaps, but I wouldn't do it for long, and it wouldn't be my first choice by any means. There's gonna be a lot of small repairs you do. The thing that's taken me off the road before has been a clutch line, has been a clutch cable that snapped, which basically means I had no clutch, so I had to limp it to a body shop in third gear. Today, that intake came off, which completely messed up the air fuel of the car, and I was barely able to limp it back to a shop where I looked like a real fucking idiot when he took it off and he was like, "Hey buddy, your goddamn intake's gone." I was like, "Oh well, fuck, that's probably the issue." And today ordered a timing tensioner, ordering a belt tensioner, and just all kinds of other little repairs. And I'm gonna be taking it back to the same shop here in about a week because it's got an oil leak that's had forever. Trying to figure out the PCV system with the supercharger. Now, if you're running stock configuration, a lot of these problems aren't gonna manifest. What we need to realize is these are 30-year-old cars, and even the nicest example of these are going to need pretty routine, not really maintenance, but changes. Such, maintenance, okay, everybody's gonna change their oil, or at least they should. Everybody's gotta rotate their tires, everybody's gotta put gas in the damn thing. However, you're gonna have stuff like fuel pumps going down, coils going out, starting solenoids, starters, plug wires, distributor problems. Hell, you might even have a worn engine, transmissions go. All this stuff happens after a long period of time. And now when problems arise, you change them, which is completely fine for a weekend car. But when you're trying to get this thing to school every morning and it just decides that the coil doesn't want to fucking work, well, you're kind of fucked for the day, It's like, oh, okay, well, I guess fuck me, I won't go to work or I won't go to school. Now, all in all, we've probably introduced a lot more problems into this car than need be with all the upgrades and, you know, performance modifications does decrease reliability. However, even in a stock example, you're still gonna have a lot of these problems that I'm talking about. Now, this car, don't get me wrong, I'm talking a lot of shit right now, but this thing's my baby. And it's never going fucking anywhere. Especially if it fucks up more. I think a Fox Body Mustang is one of the coolest cars to drive on the weekends. And they're perfect project cars. You can find them right now for decently cheap, depending on the market. The market for Fox Bodies is gone right now. But if you can find one, even a roller or something, and you want to put like a 351 big block in it or something, that's going to be awesome and it's going to be a really fun project. But you probably need to have your Honda Civic to get you into work in the morning or something to that effect. If you're looking for an everyday driver, just know you can do it in a Fox, but your experience is going to be mixed. And my dog just bumped the camera in fucking scene.
Tell me like a Hellcat.